You're watching the KOA Morning News on Fox 14.
Right now at 7, gyms across the nation took part in the annual Murph Challenge workout. Fernanda Silva shares how one local gym took the challenge to another level.
Also, closing arguments are set to begin for Trump's hush money trial. We'll have the details on the possible outcome.
And we've got relatively nice conditions for most of us this morning. A few showers out there now, more on the way. The latest on your forecast coming up.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Good morning and welcome to the KOA Morning News on Fox 14. I'm Elise Snowy.
And I'm Chris Warner. It's just after 7 o'clock on this Tuesday morning, and hopefully everyone had a great Memorial Day.
Yes.
I know the weekend itself leading into Memorial Day was very rough.
Right.
More severe weather, destructive severe weather, tornado reports across the area. And our severe weather, at least for the month of May, goes back to May the 1st. Our first tornado report was in Chautauqua County on May the 1st. It was a brief one, but it's been a long month of strong to severe thunderstorms. Unfortunately, severe weather season is winding down, but we're not quite done with it yet. We'll have more on that in your forecast here in just a few more minutes. And on a slightly more positive note, very big event taking place yesterday.
Yes, Midwestern Build Carthage joined other gyms around the country to commemorate Memorial Day with a tradition.
KOAM's Fernanda Silva tells us what the annual Murph Challenge workout is all about.
Has anyone not done the raise your hand?
Actually kind of nervous about it, but I'm excited. So my thought is if I can just get through it all today, if I can even do that, I'll be happy with that.
Happiness comes because the challenge is a big one. The event includes running 2 miles, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, and 300 squats. The intense workout has a name, Murph Challenge. It honors Navy SEAL Lieutenant Michael Murphy, who died in Afghanistan in 2005 and was awarded the Medal of Honor.
We are suffering through this workout to try to put ourselves through some sort of pain to kind of give memory to what they went through.
The sweat and exhaustion were clear in the faces of more than 60 people who joined the event in Carthage.
How challenging is it workout?
Very challenging. It's about 40 minutes to an hour and 20, depending on how long you do it, how you do it.
For Bert, an opportunity to work out, honor veterans, and meet friends.
I just wanted to see all the gym come together at one time. We usually work out in classes, so I don't get to see everybody at once, so I thought that sounded fun. Plus, Murph is kind of a famous workout that I always hear about.
In Carthage, Fernanda Silva, KOAM News.
The money raised during the event will be donated to Allison Brown, a gym member who's been battling cancer for 2 years.
Certainly an exciting challenge, something I, again, could not do, but if I could, absolutely I'd participate.
Absolutely.
And they're raising money for a fantastic cause to help out Allison.
Yes. Absolutely.
We've got some sunny skies for a good portion of us this morning, but we do have some isolated showers and storms already rolling in. More of those on the way. Let's start with a look outside from our camera on top of the Cornell complex, and there it is. It's in downtown Joplin, and you can see we got a few extra clouds out there this morning, and we will continue to see these increase across the area. MoDOT camera 32nd in range line, also, at least for the time being, looking fairly good. And here's a look at the Skywatch storm tracker. We've got this cell now that's rolling in. We've got another one entering Greenwood County. Some lightning with these. So Twin Grove, you just got through with this storm. You've got another one getting ready to roll in, staying just to the southwest of Eureka. As we head a little further south and east, Fredonia in a thunderstorm now, this rolling out, and this will eventually roll into Montgomery County and maybe even clip the northeastern portions of Independence. And then back behind this, we've got more showers and thunderstorms developing. Take a look at all the lightning strikes. It's one thing we've been talking about. These storms are not strong or severe. They're not expected to reach those levels at all, but they are producing a fair amount of lightning. So remember, when thunder roars, head indoors. You don't want to mess around with lightning. It is dangerous. It can be deadly. Quick look at temperatures as you head out the door this morning. About average, upper 50s and low to mid 60s across the area. And as we head into the late morning, afternoon, again, I'm saying by 10, 11 o'clock, we'll start to see a few more of these scattered showers and thunderstorms. They will continue through the afternoon, and then by the late evening hours, 6, 7 o'clock, they will be on their way out. Highs about average, again, upper 70s, low 80s. I do want to re-emphasize for today, No strong to severe thunderstorms expected with this activity. Just some good old-fashioned thunderstorms. And again, they'll be scattered, so not everyone will see rain this morning. We do have more thunderstorms on the way. Unfortunately, we do have the risk for some strong, maybe severe thunderstorms as we head toward next week. We're going to take a look at all the details on that and the full forecast here in just a few more minutes. Elise?
Chris, thanks. Well, Saturday night's powerful storm system left serious damage behind in Bentonville, Arkansas. Drone footage from the town shows damage to homes, businesses, and the Bentonville Bike Fest. The annual event brings in thousands, and although no injuries were reported at the event, the area where it was held was destroyed with tents and booths toppled. The death toll from this weekend's storms is at least 21, with deaths reported in Arkansas, Texas, Oklahoma, and Kentucky. One of the Joplin area's most historic cemeteries, Mount Hope Cemetery, played host to a special Memorial Day ceremony yesterday. The Webb City ROTC Color Guard presented flags at the Mount Hope Wall of Veterans in Webb City. Mount Hope General Manager Travis Boyd welcomed everyone to the event, saying it was their first service since COVID. Boyd expressed a special thanks to Charlie Tutu Outdoors for getting the event going.
I want them to experience just the remembrance of what this day is about. You know, this is a nice long weekend, but this day is bigger than the weekend. It's about our country, about our soldiers that died for us, and just take that with them when they go celebrate that they remember that. So that's why we're doing this.
The event also featured guest speaker retired Colonel Mark Costello, as well as color presentation. After 5 weeks in the courtroom, the criminal trial against former President Trump is nearing an end, with closing arguments starting today. Fox News correspondent Mark Meredith has the latest on what can be expected.
After hearing from 20 witnesses and being shown more than 200 pieces of evidence, jurors in former President Donald Trump's hush money criminal trial are set to hear closing arguments Tuesday.
I can't wait to hear what they're going to say.
Closing arguments offer the last chance for Trump's defense team to convince a 12-member jury he's innocent of 34 counts of falsifying business records in an attempt prosecutors say to influence the 2016 election.
I think the defense argues that they just failed to prove their case beyond and to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt that a not guilty verdict should be forthcoming.
Legal experts say those arguments in the first ever criminal case against a U.S. president could take hours.
There'll be a lot of visuals.
Under the law, jurors will have to unanimously decide whether to acquit Trump or find him guilty. And if they can't agree, the case results in a hung jury, leaving prosecutors to decide whether or not to retry the case.
Don't bore a jury to death. Keep it simple. Keep it, tight.
Once a verdict is reached, Politico reports President Biden plans to address the matter.
Joe Biden commenting on a state case. The American public understands that this case is nothing more than a political witch hunt against President Trump.
Before deliberations begin, Judge Juan Merchan is expected to spend about an hour instructing the jury about what information they can and cannot consider as they decide a verdict. In Washington, Mark Meredith, Fox News.
And those are our top stories this half hour. Coming up next, Jen Kirby and Judy Thomas invite you to the Carthage Stampede and Rodeo taking place in June. And the organized
from the moment
here. The organizers of the Carthage Stampede and Rodeo are hoping you're ready for a stomping good time come this June. Jen Kirby and Judy Thomas join us to share what the excitement is all about. Welcome to you both. Thank you so much for being with us. Can you talk to me a little bit about this year's Stampede and Rodeo in Carthage?
Well, it happens June 7th and 8th. Gates open at 6 o'clock.
Yes.
Rodeo starts at 7:30 with the mutton bustin'. We are going to have a special ceremony. This year we have dedicated our rodeo to acute lymphoblastic leukemia.
Okay,
our
yes,
granddaughter
wonderful.
has leukemia. So we will have trick riders, barrel racing, team roping, calf roping.
Yes.
It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun, a lot of food. So come on out.
Absolutely. Yes, and so this will be June 7th and 8th, like you mentioned, and this is the 47th annual Stampede and Rodeo. Can you talk to me just about what's even different from last year and just over time how you keep growing and developing the rodeo?
Like you said, it does grow every year. We try to make it bigger and better. On Friday night, we are giving away a Kodiak trailer we have 6 ladies that are competing for that, and they have had to sell tickets to the rodeo, raffle tickets, advertising. So it's going to be fun and exciting. We're going to have mutton busting. We have a lot of sponsors that have helped put this together, and if you want advance tickets, you can buy them at Race Brothers in Carthage only. They're on sale for $12, so run by there and get those.
Absolutely. And then if they aren't able to go get those, what is the typical cost of the event?
$15 at the gate for adults, and children are $5.
Wonderful. And then just talk to me a little bit more about what you're hoping that this year will bring in terms of community engagement and involvement. I mean, rodeos are so fun, as you're mentioning, all these events going on. Just what are you hoping to see this year?
Well, with all of the disasters that Carthage has had lately, with all of the trees down, we are hoping that people will come out and relax and have a good time.
That's so important, incredibly important.
Yes.
Well, as a reminder, the 47th annual Carthage Stampede and Rodeo will take place June 7th and 8th at the Carthage Saddle Club Arena in the Municipal Park. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. Stick around. We're back with more after this.
Thank you.
FortScottGoodOldDays.com.
Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News. It is now 7:16 on this Tuesday morning, and hopefully you enjoyed yesterday's dry weather because it is not going to be that way for the next several days. We do have this one thunderstorm now entering into Montgomery County. Had some lightning with that activity. We got another little thunder shower here out in parts of southwestern Greenwood County, entering north central Elk County, just to the north of Howard. We'll take another look at this here. So Sycamore, you're getting in on it, just exited Fredonia. These two shells should remain relatively isolated this morning, but back behind it we have more showers and thunderstorms out there, and they've been producing a fair amount of lightning. So even though these storms aren't strong or severe, and they're not expected to be, they are producing a fair amount of lightning. So again, remember, when thunder roars, head indoors. Lightning is dangerous and deadly, so you do not want to mess with it. But the good news is, at least, we're only expecting just general thunderstorms. Scattered thunderstorms, again, they'll really start to work in, but with better chances, say 10, 11 o'clock this morning. And as we head through the afternoon, we'll see a few more of these scattered showers and storms out there. And as we start to lose that daytime heating by 6, they start moving on out of here. We're already clearing out to the west. And then by the late evening and overnight hours, they're gone. Then by about 3, 4 o'clock tomorrow morning, a few more scattered showers and thunderstorms. And we have some chances for isolated showers and storms through the day on Wednesday. Most of us will remain dry, but as we head in a little later into the afternoon and early evening, we'll see a few more showers and storms in our southern counties. But again, for tomorrow, no strong or severe thunderstorms are expected, and then these will start to kind of fizzle out as we head later into the evening. Overnight, we're fine. Heading into Thursday morning, maybe a stray shower, otherwise partly to mostly cloudy skies to start the day. Then we'll actually clear out heading into the afternoon. We'll be partly cloudy and still dry, but by Thursday afternoon and evening, say 4 or 5 o'clock, we'll see more thunderstorms begin to develop, and some of these could potentially be a little on the strong side with some small hail and gusty winds, and they'll continue through the late evening hours. And as we go a little later into the night, start losing that daytime heating, we start losing these showers and storms, we'll start clearing out a bit, and then we've got more thunderstorm chances as we head into our Friday. We'll talk about all that here in a moment. 62 in Joplin right now, partly cloudy, clouds beginning to gradually increase out there, east breeze at about 3 miles an hour. Temperatures about average this morning. We're in the upper 50s and low 60s across the area, so again, not too warm, not too cool, just about right. As we get our morning underway, again, most of us should be dry. We've got those 2 stray storms out there. Partly cloudy, isolated shower storm, and then those thunderstorm chances start becoming a little more widespread the late morning. 77. We'll have highs today about average as well. Upper 70s, maybe some low 80s with those scattered storms as we head through the afternoon. And then by the evening, we do begin to clear out. Partly cloudy by late evening and eventually falling back into the low 60s overnight tonight. Again, isolated storms tomorrow, 80 again on Thursday, evening thunderstorms, a couple of strong storms possible. Friday, we'll have thunderstorm chances off and on throughout the day. Some of those could be strong, low-grade severe, so we'll keep an eye on that. A few more scattered storm chances Saturday and Sunday, and I want to talk about Monday. We are watching Monday closely. It looks to be a little better chance of maybe some more organized thunderstorms, and some of those could be strong to severe. So we'll keep a close eye on Monday for you. After that, we'll be partly cloudy Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and a little drier out there as well. That's a check of your forecast. We've got more of the KOAM Morning News right after this.
You can get the help you need because we are Aaron Sachs and Associates.
If you enjoy history, then you should stop by the Crawford County Museum tomorrow. Mary Gilpin and Martin Dupsloff are with us to share some information on a traveling exhibit. Welcome to you both. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. So can you talk to me about this exhibit? This is the American Revolution exhibit at the Crawford County Historical Museum.
Yes. The Daughters of the American Revolution are Oceanus Hopkins chapter, along with the Little Balkans, Sons of the American Revolution chapter, are bringing the American Revolution exhibit to Pittsburgh. It is from Washington, D.C., and it is traveling the United States, and it is an exhibit that includes 12 panels of information, and it is a kiosk interactive exhibit. And the exhibit is not just about generals and the people that we normally think of in the American Revolutionary War. It is all these panels include women of the American Revolution. It includes the drummer boys. It includes people that lost everything for the revolution, and the people that were in the everyday life. The panels talk about the people involved, they talk about the battles, and then they talk about everything that was included in the revolution, and it's very interesting and very informative for anybody to come and see, and we think it'll be a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Sounds fascinating for sure, and a lot of those untold stories that you don't often think about. It's important to highlight those stories as well. And so this exhibit will be tomorrow. Is it a one-day only event?
No, the exhibit runs from May 30th to June the 6th, 2024, and it's at the Crawford County Historical Museum, Wednesday through Friday from 10 to 4 p.m. And Saturday will be our grand opening. We will have a reception on Saturday. The mayor of Pittsburgh will come and welcome our exhibit to Pittsburgh, and we will have cookies and refreshments. So Saturday would be a good day to come.
Absolutely.
Saturday is from 10 to 3.
Wonderful.
So we'll have a lot of fun. There'll be a lot of information about DAR in case anyone's interested in joining our organizations, our DAR and SAR. We'll have information there for that, along with American Revolution information. So
wonderful. Well, it's definitely an event that you can't miss, it sounds like. And thank you both for being with us this morning. And remember, the American Revolution exhibit will be on display starting tomorrow at the Crawford County Museum at 10 a.m. You can check out their website to learn more at battlefields.org. We'll be right back.
Thank you so much.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14. It's just coming up on 7:28. I'm Elise Snowy. A suspicious trailer house fire is being investigated in Jasper County. A vacant residence caught fire early Tuesday morning. First arriving units radioed fully involved. Dunwich Fire was assisted by neighboring departments, including Joplin, Webb City, and Oronogo Fire. There were no injuries. The Missouri State Fire Marshal arrived in the middle of the night to assist in the investigation. McDonald County, Missouri officials are now assisting Bella Vista, Arkansas police searching for a missing kayaker. Christopher Jaglin, 59, was observed on camera Sunday entering the creek near the state line with fishing gear in his orange and red kayak. He has not returned, leaving his car behind. Waters are swift from severe weekend storms in that area, and after searching for a day, they requested Missouri authorities to assist with a search along Little Sugar Creek. He has not been located, and officials ask if anyone sees anything to call 911. Current conditions are too dangerous to enter the waters. Memorial Day marks the unofficial start of summer, and what better way to kick off the season than with a trip to the pool? Schlinger Park Splash Pad in Pittsburgh brought out kids yesterday for a fun-filled way to beat the heat. And for some of those kids, it was the perfect way to spend the day.
So if you could have the perfect day for your summer vacation, what would you do?
Probably go swimming at the pool.
That's fine by me.
Schlinger Park will be open daily during the summer, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m.
We've got a few scattered showers and thunderstorms already beginning to develop across the area. Quick look outside, MoDOT camera 32nd and range line. Notice it's a little bit darker. We're starting to see a few more clouds roll in out there. And as we look at the Skywatch Storm Tracker, you can see we've got this thunderstorm in Montgomery County rolling into Labette County. And we've got a little thunder shower in Elk County now, and more pronounced activity out to the west. So we're going to zoom in, and we can see where this little shower is now moving again into Elk County, just to the north and east of Howard. And if we drag this, let's walk with it all the way over here to the east. Got some heavier rain down south and west of Oswego, getting ready to enter Mountain Valley, just on the northeastern outskirts of Independence, and we'll continue to see these showers and storms, again, part of this complex as it continues to roll into the area, with the more widespread showers and storms building in a little later this morning. Temperatures around the area, again, about average. We are in the upper 50s and low 60s as we get the day underway, and I do want to emphasize with our thunderstorm chances today, no severe weather expected, which is some good news. Just some regular thunderstorms out there. Again, those increasing coverage as we head into the late morning and through the afternoon. They'll begin to wind down later this evening. Highs today about average as well, upper 70s and low 80s. We have more shower and thunderstorm chances as we head into the weekend and the start of next week, and some of those we are keeping an eye on. We'll have details in the full forecast here in a few more minutes. Elise?
All right, thanks, Chris. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says a tragic mistake was made after an Israeli strike targeting two Hamas leaders in the southern Gaza city of Rafah set fire to a tent camp housing displaced Palestinians, killing dozens. Fox News correspondent Trey Gingst has the latest from Tel Aviv.
A civilian car drives slowly through the streets of Rafah. It's a makeshift hearse for the bodies of Palestinian civilians.
Which humanity is this? Where is the world? Where is the nation?
Overnight, Israel launched airstrikes against Gaza's southernmost city of Rafah, targeting two senior Hamas militants. In the process, they reportedly killed dozens of civilians who were sheltering in tents. The Israeli military, facing international condemnation, has opened a rare probe into the incident.
The details of yesterday's incident are still under an investigation, which we are committed to conducting to the fullest extent. The IDF regrets any harm to non-combatants during this war.
The United States is weighing in on the strikes, calling on Israel to use restraint, with the Biden administration's National Security Council saying in a statement, quote, "The devastating images following an IDF strike in Rafah last night that killed dozens of innocent Palestinians are heartbreaking." Amid clear disagreements between President Biden and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu about how to proceed with the war in Gaza, the Israeli leader saying this about the incident overnight.
Despite our utmost efforts not to harm non-combatants, last night there was a tragic failure.
As the war in Gaza approaches the 8-month mark, indirect negotiations between Israel and Hamas are set to resume this week. In Tel Aviv, Trey Yingst, Fox News.
And that's a look at our top news stories coming up this half hour on the KOAO Morning News. A 10-year-old girl is given a rare opportunity to meet a hero from World War II.
Upfront pricing on every new Super
MVP, Neptune Auto Repair Center in Pittsburgh.
Welcome back. Charlene Patton with the Kansas Soybean Commission is with us again this morning to show us another delicious salad in the month of May. And today is the Soy Delicious Chicken Tofu Salad. So this is an award-winning recipe. Talk to me a little bit about what we're making today.
Okay. It is a recipe. Each year we work with the Kansas State Fair and have a heart healthy recipe contest.
Oh, fantastic.
So this is just kind of a good reminder to tell everyone to start getting their recipes ready, because we'll be talking about how to enter. But this lady, I'll let you say who won.
It's Margaret Miller from Hutchinson, and she was the first place in the main dishes category on the Kansas State Fair. And so how about that?
Yes,
it's in for a treat this morning.
That's right. And she uses 3 different soy ingredients. We've got our edamame that we cooked in here. And then I'm going to add to that, and this, you can see that it's tofu, but it's been marinated.
Okay.
And so if you look for it in the grocery section,
so it's available.
It is.
Perfect.
And I found it, she's had it in cubes, but I found it in Topeka, where I actually cut it into pieces.
Wonderful.
I had 2 different choices for flavors, in that this is a teriyaki one, and then they also had another one, so a Mediterranean one. So you can see what's available in your store and use whatever you want.
Wonderful.
So we'll add that. And then this is what she called, and you knew what this was, didn't you?
Yes, tofurkey.
Yes, it is. And it is, again, a plant-based replacement for chicken. But like we talked about, for a vegetarian, this would be great because they would want that. But if you want to use leftover chicken that you roasted yourself,
or even a little bit of both, too.
Exactly. You could do that. And we talked in one of our other segments that most of the soybeans here in Kansas are used to feed livestock. So whether you use the tofurkey or you use chicken, you're still using a soy ingredient. And then we're going to add these vegetables. I've got sweet red bell pepper and cucumber that we'll add in.
Some nice color
Oh,
in there.
it is,
great.
isn't it? And then a little bit of onion. And you could use red onion. I'm using a sweet yellow onion there, but you could also use green onion if you want to, whichever you have. So we're going to mix this together, and while I'm mixing it, you have the dressing.
Right.
And this is a 1/2 cup of, she asked for salad dressing. But if you look on the label, whether you're using a salad dressing or you're using mayonnaise, one of the first ingredients is soybeans.
Yes.
Yes.
Wonderful.
And then to that, I'm going to add some salt and pepper, and you add a little bit of fresh lemon juice.
There we go.
Mix
Make
that,
nice and bright.
and
Mix
then
this up.
that will be the basis for our salad. Good job. Look at you. You've mixed that all together.
There.
Yes. And what we would do now is put that in here. And then you might want to refrigerate it just a little bit, stir it all together. But you have a award-winning salad to have for this summer.
There we go. Well, wonderful. Thank you so much for being with us this morning, Charlene. Stick around. We'll be right back.
How does this place 99 cents?
Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News. It's now 7:40, almost 7:41 on this Tuesday morning. We got some scattered showers and thunderstorms out there. So these are actually developing a little bit more than what we anticipated this morning. But good news again, I want to just emphasize, no severe weather is expected with this. But we are getting a fair amount of lightning out of some of these storms. So let's take a closer look at what we've got developing into southeastern Kansas. We've got this storm rolling out of Elk County into Montgomery County. We got another one from Montgomery County into Labette County, just to the south of Parsons. You got another little shower just to your northeast. South of Oswego, more thunderstorm activity getting ready to roll into Miami and into Ottawa County. And if we go even further south than that, we've had a few additional showers pop up between Craig, Newada, and Washington counties in northeastern Oklahoma. So again, no severe weather, but all of this, part of this bigger complex that's going to continue to roll in and bring a few more shower and thunderstorm chances as it rolls off to the south and east. So the number one concern we have with these storms so far this morning is just there's quite a bit of lightning. So remember, when thunder roars, head indoors. Lightning is dangerous. Lightning is deadly. You do not want to mess around outside. Future track. So again, these storms are developing a little more than was anticipated. So future track hasn't caught up with some of the new data and is not reflecting the storms we've got now. It's still anticipating that those storms out there to have died out and they haven't. So we're going to see, I think, better chances of storms as we head into the afternoon. I think a little more filled in this zone, stretching back from, say, Joplin, Pittsburgh, Parsons, Chanute, Yates Center, from that complex that's off to our northwest. We'll continue to see scattered showers and storms just kind of build along that line through the afternoon. And once we head into the evening, they will begin to exit. We'll start to clear in southeastern Kansas. And then as we head to early tomorrow morning, we'll see a few isolated showers, maybe a rumble of thunder, and that'll be our Wednesday. The majority of the day, it's very isolated, especially compared to today. We're going to be much more scattered, a few more numerous storms out there for some of us. Tomorrow, it's going to be considerably more isolated until the late evening when our southern counties could pick up a few more scattered showers and thunderstorms. But again, even as we head into tomorrow, not anticipating any severe weather. By Thursday, maybe a stray shower in the morning. Otherwise, we'll actually clear out a bit and be partly cloudy heading into the afternoon. And then by the evening, about 3-4 o'clock, we'll start to see a few showers and thunderstorms. By 5, we have a few more showers and thunderstorms out there. And some of these through the evening hours could become strong with some small hail, maybe some gusty winds out there. But again, not anticipating any kind of significant severe weather out of that activity. As daytime heating fades out, those storms will fade away with it. And then we'll start to see more thunderstorm chances as we head into our Friday. So for today, scattered storms, highs upper 70s, low 80s, so about average. Low 80s Wednesday and Thursday. Thursday, we've got the storms, upper 70s Friday. Friday, these will be scattered storms, but this will be more of an all-day event. They'll be scattered from the morning through the evening hours, and some of the storms Friday could be strong to low-grade severe, so we'll keep an eye on that. A few more scattered storms Saturday and Sunday, and then we're really watching Monday. I want to emphasize Monday, just kind of keep it in mind that we're keeping an eye on Monday. We're looking at slightly better chances for a few more organized, strong to severe storms on Monday. So still a few days out. We'll keep an eye on it for you. Once we roll past that, though, we're partly cloudy Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, staying warm, 70s and 80s. That's a check of your forecast. We're going to send it over to Elise now with Consumer Watch.
All right, thanks, Chris. Well, some businesses are turning up the heat on deals to bring in more customers this summer. Consumers can expect price cuts by major retailers to attract more business in the summer season. Some CEOs say customers are still spending, but they are becoming more cautious about what they buy. Data analysts say businesses need to keep providing deals in order to maintain their current customer base. A federal agency warns consumers of the top companies impersonated by scammers. The FTC lists Best Buy and its Geek Squad as the most impersonated company with 52,000 reports of scams last year. The agency says customers were often contacted through email about renewing services they never purchased for hundreds of dollars. The report shows consumers lost $15 million in Best Buy scams last year. One coffee shop in Los Angeles brewed up a unique business plant built on female empowerment. Lori Perez shows us how the company's roots started in Mexico and ended up in Southern California.
Every bean for LA's Cafecita coffee is roasted slowly and scientifically.
Knowing when to smell for steam and when to smell for smoke.
But Cafecita owner Natalie Webb says what makes them all the sweeter is where they come from.
Women make up 70% of the manual labor on most coffee farms, but are far less represented as decision makers or as owners. And a lot of that is women can't own land a lot of times. It's in their husband's names and their father's names.
This is an estate in Chiapas, Mexico. Web sources exclusively from sustainable, women-owned farms and co-ops like this one. Formerly an international human rights lawyer, in 2020 she decided to take her advocacy in a different direction.
Women's rights is so important to so many people, and people don't know how to help. So I think having companies that are able to let customers make an impact just by drinking your cup of coffee, which you're going to drink anyways in the morning, choosing brands that align with your values, I think really resonates with a lot of people.
She says when Cafecita launched, they were the only roaster in the country sourcing exclusively from women-owned farms and remain the only one focused on women's empowerment. A percentage of every sale goes to supporting women's nonprofits around the world. And there's another female figure Cafecita supports, Mother Earth.
We wanted everything to be sustainable, So we have solar, and all the materials that we use are 100% compostable.
Cafecita's trailer uses 100% renewable energy, as does its roastery. It's a green, women-led, women-grown cup of joe.
Getting to a point where you can actually deliver not just a cup of coffee, but deliver a message with that cup of coffee, I find that super cool.
You can find Cafecita coffee at events and cafes around Los Angeles or online.
And those are our top consumer stories. Let's take a look at the market prices before the opening bell.
At Miss Daisy's, we're more than just a furniture.
One Arizona girl got a history lesson from a living legend who helped shape the country's destiny during World War II.
The 10-year-old recently dressed up as a Rosie the Riveter for her birthday. Cameron Pollum was there as she got to meet a real-life Rosie.
Come here, honey. I'm very happy to meet you.
Me too.
Well, we got a lot to talk about.
It's not every day you get to meet a genuine hero, but for 10-year-old Audrey Graft, she's getting a history lesson in women empowerment directly from the source Friday.
I work longer on the B-25s and the 28s.
Back in February, Audrey did an annual photo shoot for her birthday, each year choosing a unique theme for the pictures.
And this year we were talking about heroes and people who have been influential, and Audrey decided she wanted to be Rosie the Riveter.
She dressed the part and took the pictures at the commemorative Air Force Museum in Mesa. That's where she found out about a very special woman living right here in the valley.
I'm here with a real Rosie Riveter, and she's telling me that we can do anything we want to do.
Her guide through the museum today is none other than Erlinda Gallegos Avila, a genuine Rosie, now 100 years old, originally from Flagstaff.
The riveter from the outside would drill the hole, put the rivet through there, and us inside the wing, we would buck them.
More than 80 years ago, Erlinda joined women across the country building planes and ships, vividly recounting her wartime contributions as a riveter in Goodyear and the spirit of stepping up for our nation.
We had one purpose in mind, that we were going to do the best work that we could do because we wanted to win the war.
Thanks to them and so many others, we did. And on this day, a new generation is hearing about it firsthand.
They can tell you about their stories, and then you can be able to carry on their legacy.
There's no doubt Erlinda left quite the mark, but Audrey made sure to leave her own with a gift and a moment worth celebrating.
In this world full of Barbies, be a Rosie.
Wow. That's for me?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, my goodness. Let me give you a hug. Thank you so much.
Avila, along with 26 other Rosie the Riveters, received the Congressional Gold Medal in April for their contributions to the U.S. during World War II.
And certainly a lot of contributions were made by Rosie the Riveters across the country.
Absolutely. It's great to see.
It certainly is. And we have got some showers and thunderstorms, which I know for some of you are not so great to see. But again, the good news is at least they are not severe. Let's look at the Skywatch Storm Tracker. Again, no severe weather expected today, but you can see we're getting a few more showers and storms out there. This is what we're talking about when we say when thunder roars, head indoors. We've got lightning with these storms. Look here. No thunderstorm in that area, but a lightning strike. Lightning can strike up to 10 miles from the parent thunderstorm. So I forgot to adjust this zoom, but we do have these showers and storms, and they will continue through the morning hours and into the and into the afternoon. Again, no severe weather expected, which is good news, but all of these storms that are developing are part of a larger complex that's filled in all the way through northwestern Kansas and will continue to bring us thunderstorm chances as we head into the afternoon before they dissipate this evening. We're having another look at your forecast and the news you need to know right after this.
Make plans. Day hero.
Here's a check of today's top headlines, the news you need to know before you head out the door. Saturday night's powerful storm system left serious damage behind parts of the U.S. Drone footage from Bentonville, Arkansas shows damage to homes, businesses, and the Bentonville Bike Fest. Storms stretched from Arkansas, Texas, Oklahoma, and Kentucky with at least 21 deaths. McDonald County, Missouri officials are now assisting Bella Vista, Arkansas police in searching for Christopher Jaglin. He was last seen on camera Sunday entering the creek near the state line with fishing gear in his orange and red kayak. They requested Missouri authorities to assist with a search along the Little Sugar Creek. Officials ask if anyone sees anything to call 911. Current conditions are too dangerous to enter the waters.
All right, we got scattered showers and thunderstorms out there this morning. More of them on the way back behind all of this. No severe weather expected today, which is good news, but these storms will continue through the afternoon and into the early evening. Highs today, upper 70s, low 80s, and we'll have a couple of isolated storms tomorrow. No severe weather tomorrow. Thursday night, a couple of strong storms possible in the late evening hours, and then some strong to low-grade severe storms possible on Friday. More storm chances Saturday and Sunday. I just want to remind folks, we're keeping an eye on Monday. We're still a few days out, but Monday does look as though we could see a potential for some strong, possibly severe storms as well. So not quite done with severe weather season just yet.
Alrighty. Well, artists spent the weekend putting the finishing touches on their chalk designs in California. The goal is to have them completed on Memorial Day, the final day of the 38th Midoriya Italian Street Painting Festival.
The art will last on the asphalt as long as the rain stays away, so even after the festival is over, visitors to the Santa Barbara Mission can still walk around and see some of the gorgeous artwork, and they can really make some incredible things with chalk these days.
Look at that right there.
Yeah,
That's incredible.
absolutely beautiful. And it's all done with chalk. It's just amazing.
Absolutely.
Well, again, a quick reminder, our storms today, nothing severe expected, but do be prepared for some rain and some thunder. We'll be back with more news and weather at noon.
Have a great rest of your morning.